Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate our next packet tracer activity 5.1.9, which actually lets you investigate how STP works in a given for a particular topology. Here we will take a topology. We will see how STP is implemented and then how STP reacts in case of a failure for a particular link. So let's see how this works. The packet tracer activity is 5.1.9. Please download that and we'll start working on it. This is the topology that we got for this activity. If you see, the activity itself says that investigate STP loop prevention. We have two objectives: describe the operation of spanning tree protocol, explain how STP prevents switching loops while allowing redundancy in switching networks. There are three switches here, and there are two PCs which are connected. And I can see that one of the ports is already in, it's blinking, it's orange. I will discuss about that. Let us start with the instructions. Observe a converged spanning tree instance. Okay. First one is it is asking me to verify connectivity, whether I will be able to ping PC1 and PC2. I can do that. So click on PC1, then go to command prompt and ping. PC2's IP address is given over here, 192.168.1.101, and enter ping. See, ping is active. Ping is working fine. Okay. So let me close it off and verify spanning tree status on each switch. So use the show spanning tree VLAN1 command to gather information about the spanning tree status of each switch. So complete the table. Only consider information about the gigabit trunk ports. The fast Ethernet ports are access ports that have end devices connected and are not part of the inter-switch trunk based spanning tree. So what it basically means is we need to find out the status of these Z0/1 and Z0/2 ports of all the three switches. And in order to do that, in order to find out which mode they are in and what is happening with them, we are going to use the show spanning tree VLAN1. So first, let me start with switch S1. Okay. So in switch S1, let me type in the command. Usually once I enable it. So enable. And for show command, I can do this in the privileged mode. So show spanning tree VLAN1. Okay. So let me see what is going to happen here. Let me track this. So there you go. It says that Z0/2 is the root port. You can write it down here. This root port, and it is they are all of them. All the gigabit Ethernet ports are in the forwarding mode only. So Z0/2 is forwarding. Z0/1 is forwarding. Is this a root bridge? No, because I told you earlier in my module video that a root bridge will not have any root ports. All the ports of a root bridge are designated ports only. So S1 is not our root bridge. Okay, let me close this. Then let me try the same on S2 also. S2 enable show spanning tree VLAN1. And here both the gigabit ports are in the forwarding mode, and both of them are designated ports only. So I think S2 is your root bridge, because as I said earlier, all the ports on a root bridge are designated ports only. You don't find any root ports. So S2 is the root bridge for this topology. Let me check out the same on S3 also. Okay. On S3, let me do the same thing here. So enable. Sorry. Okay. So enable, and here show spanning tree VLAN1. Okay. So once again, if you observe here on S3, the Z0/1 port is the root port. This one is the root port which sends it to the root bridge S2, and the Z0/2 port is an alternate role, and it is currently in the blocking mode. That means no frames are being sent out or being received on Z0/2 port of S3. That is what is written down here. So now I think I have finished the status of this table. So on Z0/1, all of them are in the forwarding mode except for Z0/2 port of S3. It is in the blocking mode because it is now designated as the alternate port. S2 is the root bridge for this topology. Now we got these things clarified. So there are some questions based on this. So let me answer these questions. What do you think this link light means? Maybe the orange color. the orange color one on the S3 port, because G0/2 port is now currently in the blocking mode. It is blocked. That is the reason it is showing as orange color one. And what path will frames take from PC1 to PC2? They go from S1 to S2. So frame from PC1 will come to S1. From S1 it will go to S2, and from S2 it will go to PC2. Why do the frames not travel through S3? Because currently this port is in the blocking mode. It is not going to accept any traffic, so they won't travel through S3. Why has spanning tree placed a port in the blocking state? So why is G0/2 is currently blocked or logically blocked? The reason is the main objective of implementing STP is to make sure that there are no loops present in a layer 2 topology. If this port is currently active, we might have a loop, because the frames can travel from S1 to S2. Also, the frames can travel from S1 to S3 to S2. So to remove this loop, to prevent such a loop from happening, STP has placed one of the ports or G0/2 port into the blocking mode. It is now, let's move on to part 2. So in part 2, it is asking, observe the spanning tree convergence. In step 1, remove the connection between S1 and S2. So open a CLI window on switch S3. Okay, let me do that. I opened it on S3 and issue the command show spanning tree VLAN 1. Okay, I issued the command. It is still there, and leave the CLI window open. I'm going to leave it. Select the delete tool from the menu bar and click the cable that connects S1 and S2. Okay, so let me do that. I can click delete on my, let me come here. So let me click delete here. Automatically my screen will show like this, my cursor, and it is asking me to remove the link between S1 and S2. That means we are trying to simulate a link failure in this topology. Okay, let me remove this link. So okay, I removed this link, and let me go back to S3 and let me just show me your Spanning tree protocol. There you go. It is forwarding still. So forwarding blocked mode continuously, giving it on shoulder. If you see here, if we keep on doing this repeatedly, so there you go. Now the mode is changed to listening mode. You can see it here. Blocking mode is now changed to listening mode. Okay, and then it should go into a learning mode after 15 seconds. After learning, there you go. Now it has changed into the learning mode. So this spanning tree convergence is happening, right? So from blocking mode, it has went to learning mode, and after learning mode, it should come back to the forwarding mode. Only then you can have, okay, it takes 15 seconds, as I told you now, later in the video. Now it has come to the forwarding mode. You can see it has changed from each through, it has gone through each set of the modes. Now the orange color light is gone, and it has come to the green light. Okay. So obviously this convergence happens in such a way that first the mode changes. There you go. You see the learning mode here. First it is in earlier when we first checked out the status, it is in the blocked mode. So from blocked mode, it has moved on to listening mode, learning mode. If you go scroll up, if you scroll up, these are all learning mode, the listening modes. So from the mode, it slowly has changed into listening, and from there you go. It has come to the listening mode. After listening mode, it converted itself into the learning mode, and then finally it set itself into the forwarding mode. Now you have the complete topology setup. So even though your link has failed, your STP managed to find an alternate path. It now has removed the port which was placed into logical blocking into forwarding node. Now there you go. Your ping going to be successful? Yes, obviously it will be successful. Let me check it out again. Okay. There you go. Now even after this link is gone, the ping is successful now. Any port showing an orange link light? No, there is no orange link light. Why? Because none of the links now in this scenario are redundant links. There is no loop structure here. So that is the reason we don't find any orange links anymore. So I think I have shown you how STP works, or how STP convergence is going to happen in case of a link failure. Okay. So hopefully everybody understood the working of STP, how it is done, how it is actually implemented. So thank you very much. I will be creating the packet tracer activities for our next topic also. Please do check them out. Thank you very much. Good luck.